What is going on, YouTube people? Cards and Comics here. Still struggling with the voice a little bit, but we are powering through. My question to you is this fine morning: do you know who the hottest card, I shouldn't say the hottest, let's say one of the hottest, up a ton since the summer? Which player am I talking about? You can see the graphs I have up on the screen. This is including some base cards, some refractors, some autos, raw, PSA 10s, a little bit of everything. Up anywhere from 75% at the lowest to like 500% on the highest, and some pretty big cards up 200 to 300%. I'll give you all a minute to marinate on it. We'll see if anyone gets it correct in the comments down below. No cheating. I know you just skipped ahead a minute to try to see, or you're reading other people's comments down below. Don't do that. No cheating. Legit guess. You got them in? I'll give you another second or two. I can tell you from a little personal experience, I had 2 local shows last weekend. I heard this name bandied about more than probably anybody else, or it was right up there with Jackson Holiday and Jason Churio in regards to just roaming around table to table and hearing people ask for certain cards. Dealers asking for this person's card, people walking around asking for this person's card, young women walking around looking for this person's card. Everybody wants a piece of this. Who am I talking about? Let's zoom out a little bit on the old chart and graph. Hopefully you got your guesses in. One Caitlyn Clark. Recently setting the record for points. Had a nice Tops Now card drop on Friday afternoon that I actually, if I would have been quick enough on the trigger, I think I might have snagged one. It's a nice looking card. We'll talk about it in a second. Caitlyn Clark's pretty much everything is to the moon. I pulled just a handful of stuff from 2022 Bowman Chrome University and Bowman's Best University. Both of her air quote first products. Obviously, she's in stuff as well this year. But this isn't necessarily, now everyone kind of knew she was going to hit the record, but this has been building all summer, all fall, and all winter long. I ran this back to August 1st. So we like to always kind of talk about, if you walked into the National with a few $100 and you bought up every Caitlyn Clark card that you saw, you are doing pretty well today. Let's just run down a few of the ones that I picked. I could have picked anything, and it is well into the green. Her base Bowman Chrome University. Nothing crazy here. Just a base Bowman card. Up 183% and a PSA 10. Raw. This card is up 318% in the raw format. Currently at $35. I'm sorry, that's the refractor. Refractor is up 318%. The base is up 517% since August 1st. The 2022 Bowman's Best Auto Raw, currently up 243%. The Chrome Prospects Auto. This is the one that's out of Bowman Chrome University. This is raw as well. Up 243%. Currently going for $425 raw. Was a $125 card a few months ago. And last but not least, the 2022 Bowman's Best University PSA 10 is up to $670. That is a 76% increase for $190. Now, some of the ones I chose raw because they transact more often. Population counts on especially PSA 10 were pretty low on this stuff. But Caitlyn Clark stuff is crazy right now. I could tell you dealers were looking all over for her stuff at both shows that I were at. I had multiple dealers talking about it. And surprisingly enough, there were some young women walking around the card show looking for Caitlyn Clark cards. So say what you will about this, and I get it. Listen, women's college basketball, I can already hear and see the comments down below. It might not be for you, and that is okay. That is okay. You might not give two craps about Caitlyn Clark, and that's fine too. But guess what? Her doing what she's doing, playing the way that she's playing, it's good for sports cards. It's bringing a lot of people in that never would have thought about it before. And that overall is a net win. I don't care if you think her WNBA cards will be trash and go to zero. These cards will go to zero. They very well may. I'm not saying run out and buy Caitlyn Clark cards. I'm just telling you, if you bought them in the summer, you're doing pretty darn well right now. Topps dropped this one last night. Friday afternoon they put this out. It was $600, I think, $629. I'm not going to lie, I would have grabbed one. If they were in stock, I got the email, I immediately clicked it because I knew they were going to sell fast. As long as it was semi-reasonable, I was going to snag one. I was. I don't know if I would have kept it, flipped it, whatever. But I did think it was a really cool card. I like the design of this. It's got the points on the back. Back of the card looks great. Great photography on that. Obviously, the chance for different parallels. There is a base version of this card that is still available. So if you want to chase some Caitlyn Clark stuff, you could do it that way. The one thing that they did kind of cool with it is there is a randomly, so they do the randomly inserted numbered cards. They're doing a die cut, which actually looks kind of cool. So if you want to FOMO in after that, you can. I am going to pass on this. If I could have got the auto, I think it would have been kind of cool. Once again, I am a sucker for the Topps Now stuff. I just really am. I think they do some really nice stuff with some of this product. Is it investable? I have no idea. Is it collectible? Yes. Yes, it is. So that is your hottest player. Did you guess it right in the comments down below? I doubt that you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. It will be kind of... Sorry, I had to pause for a minor coughing fit. Anyways, it will be interesting to kind of see how these cards age once she does go to the WNBA. Where does she end up? What sort of product is she in? Are autographs available? Are they not available? All those things will be very interesting to kind of see how this tracks back to these college cards. A little bit more on that. We're going to dive into that a little bit deeper on the weekly sports card market update tomorrow. Because while poking around on this, I looked at some Wemby stuff, and it was kind of interesting what's going on with Victor Wembanyama's autos and base cards and parallels and stuff out of Bowman University 2022. And I think it kind of paints an interesting picture for what we might be able to expect for some of this other stuff moving forward. But we will save that for the weekly sports card market update tomorrow. That is all I got for you on this one. Caitlyn Clark, cards are going to the moon. Caitlyn Clark, better investment than Patrick Mahomes at the National last year. Numbers don't lie. Catch you boys and girls in the next one. Peace.